that coming into Valorant, he won't have that problem. I think that Leaf is incredibly
I
talented.
remember
watched
playing
Leaf on the come up. Same with his partner in crime on that
against
team.
a Showtime guy. I actually think he's pretty good. He's actually a pretty good Jet player.
But I think that Leaf could be an all-star knockout player. Just want to see what he's capable of doing. Here he'll be playing as Reyna. Vice going to Killjoy. This player swap, just 2 positions, has greatly changed the dynamic of the team, and I'm curious to see how it's going to affect them as we kick off the pistol.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a B hit. Showtime with that first frag on device. And they already have control of this B site. Leaf will be stopped in his tracks by multiple smokes.
Oh my god,
and
Nathan just got
shot in the face on top of that. So
he got so unlucky there.
it's looking pretty good for eUnited. They finally
He's spamming through the smoke with a suppressor, and then he got instant dinked back
setting up for this
with a non-suppressed
now,
gun.
And Relics will get his utility out as well. All right, good procedure so far from C9 to get closer to this site. But they're not finding any kills, and they're going to need to do so. But on the flank, actually, this is Showtime.
Wait, what?
He's made his way back.
How did the Jet get here?
Around Cloud9, and this is such a huge thorn in their side.
Wait, so did the Jet just close the door and then run around B main or through spawn?
I mean, most players there would stay in B main, but he went all the way around and actually just wrapped C9 from the back. That is well done by eUnited there. And looking at the ping of Sunny, we got to talk about it. 188. I mean, I played with
he wrapped around B main.
And that feels really pretty bad. I can't even imagine 188.
I mean, that's actually pretty decent.
It's an interesting decision by Cloud9 to bring this player in. I wonder if there was a plan to bring Sunny stateside. Like, that was initially the goal. They thought Sunny's going to be the future of this roster. We'll bring him stateside, but then something happened, and they started practicing with him, but they couldn't get him over here in time. I don't know what the case may be. I'm sure there's some background information there, but there's a lot of available free agents that could have subbed in that would be more than capable. That's the part that's really interesting and peculiar to me. We'll have to see as this one plays out. It's an interesting choice by Cloud9 in the beginning of what could be a very peculiar experiment on their side. As C9 tries to defend, Leaf is able to pick up one, but everything else falls apart around him. eUnited swarming the site and taking full control. C9 is now down to just 2 players.
Also,
and it'll be Leaf.
I think they saved. Mostly, I think the meta as of right now is actually not to save second round. If you lose pistol, you could just sting your force, and especially if you have a plan around it, there's a pretty high chance that you win. And if you win, you break their money. And so it kind of feels like, in a way, even if you lose pistol, it's kind of like anyone's round for the second round.
Unless Leaf has something to say about it. There we go. Surge takes him down. We've got the 2-0 start for eUnited here. Only a single kill for C9 thus far in Leaf. But the guns will come out. It was practically a full save in the prior round. And so C9 will have a chance to fight back here. The weapons are actually in their favor in terms of firepower. Interested in the play
thank you, North Bacon, for the sub.
They are all outside of A main. So far today, it's been very difficult for teams to make this work. The 5-man A main hit has struggled. But looks like they've got a really nice set play for us here, actually. Great utility coming out from them. They got all over the site, but they did take a casualty in the mix. It's a 1-for-1, actually. And Showtime, he's all the way here at Heaven right now.
Oh my god.
Spams through the smoke and gets Leaf right there. That's a kill that I don't think he was really supposed to get, but Sunny pushing out now, taking the initiative on his own, makes it a 3v3.
Yeah, but the Showtime guy is actually really, like, he's a pretty good offer for what I've seen.
Cyber cage, Mitch tries to strike. Quick shots coming out, but a response from Turnup. And now it's Joseph. 1v2. Can we see Sunny get on the scoreboard here? There you go. All right. Sunny goes for the wide swing.
Yeah, he also like he pug IGLs as well.
Here for Cloud9 as they pick up their first round.
Thank you, Scumbag Big Mark, for the sub.
Sunny 2-2-1. Impressive
He sounds so exhausted. I've been up for
I've
been up for over 24 hours for sure, because I started streaming.
I'm sure
I woke up at like 12 something or like 1 something, and then I started streaming at 10 something.
Like 140 ping,
so
warping all over the place.
Oh, I played against that.
Yeah,
I
it
played against
benefited that
was,
team almost.
Yep, that team. That was really frustrating. I'm gonna say. I don't think that's the case.
Yeah,
with
I shouldn't be up right
the thing
now.
with DSR's connection is maybe this is a tangent I don't need to go on, but because I lost to it, I do need to vent a little bit. That dude was warping. That dude was literally teleporting. Like it wasn't like a consistent high ping. It was high low constantly. But I'll move. That's a topic for another day. All right, that just triggered me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And
sorry, sent you down a memory lane you don't want to go down.
It's okay. Just next time, put the TW on it. You know.
Yeah, realistically, you should start the stream right after you wake up.
And,
but I'm an idiot,
right,
and
so
I thought it
mid-control,
would be a
though, is
smart
taken
idea if
here
I waited until
on the side.
I started the stream when I
United,
wanted to
they've
go
got
to
that
bed.
Omen slotted up near pizza already, but it will be met by Leaf. And all right, that's the lurker dead. And now this hit becomes a lot more one-dimensional. So we'll see if C9 are able to recover the situation. Scourge is coming in from the stairs, and he takes down Vice. That's a huge entry for him. And Showtime picking off that player towards spawn as well means this is a 3-on-3 situation with the spike down. Oh, and it's still break.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, this fight on the side, it's so hectic, but Leaf comes out on top. And Showtime, he just got a kill actually elsewhere. They know where he is. This is a free defuse, actually. Gets the kill, but that's a round victory for C9.
Nathan's so
there's
good,
almost
dude.
not even a point to going for that. Sure, you get that first kill onto the jet, but ultimately, like, you can't win that round. So the hope is that for some reason they're not sticking it, even though they know where you're at. Now that round does cost Cloud9.
They just ran in like the Terminator and killed 4 people.
Sunny's on 1,500 credits. They've got 4,000 for Mitch, a couple on the board as well for Vice. There we go. Unfortunately, we do have a pause coming in as it's seeming like one of the teams needs to figure. Also got players who are playing for Gen G, like PL1 or Effie's. Actually, Effie's may have found a home somewhere else at this point. Who knows? It's tough to say, but there's definitely free agents out there. Even
oh wait,
at
is
one
this
point
live?
in time, our boy Lasky coming in from the CS scene could have been an option. Turn up, able to get the first one with the Hunter's Fury. Scourge is there with the Sheriff. A nice headshot as well. A response again coming in from Cloud9. It's also Sunny, but Showtime with the quick placement of the knives, doling out damages.
Oh yeah,
it's down to just one. Yeah. It's Vice, Daniel Kim. 1v4, good damage dealt to 2, but 2 ults available. Empress and Bladestorm, which is currently active.
Yeah, at this point, Vice, I mean...
Friday and I went clothes shopping yesterday.
Here, but a couple kills wouldn't be bad, just for the economic implications. So he's got one right there. This is looking well in favor of eUnited. Easy's got the good location, good setup. Actually, kind of a long-range stinger shot for him, so credit to Easy for that one. But that's EU bouncing right back. Feels like they actually ignored having a lurker this time around, just went for the full-on side hit, and it works out. So credit to eUnited for finding out what's working and what's not for them.
Thank you.
They are really sticking to this pack mentality, though. You can see that all 5 players, even prior to the round starting, are kind of coming out from the same position, not the full spread default you may get from most teams. And they're going to be contested, though, at B main right now. Got Leaf pushing on forward, looking for something. Actually, doesn't get anything at all. 2 for 2. This is a battle for B main control. And Sunny, he actually uses his ultimate, but there's no one there to capitalize. And Sunny, he's using the Marshal to great effect. He gets the 1, but now things get difficult. That was probably the situation he needed to convert just a little bit more on, because it's a 2v1. He has 38 HP, and oh, United, they're pushing into him. No way.
Oh my god, he almost got it.
Joseph does take him down. I thought Sunny had the lineup there, and really, one more bullet connecting could have done the trick. eUnited there, they played together, but man, did that get tense.
Cloud9, they found a little bit of action there in the middle, but as you can see right now, a pattern is forming. 2-2-2. Although again, like you said, these rounds have been close. They haven't necessarily always been easy, and that's for both teams. Both teams have had struggles in some of these scenarios, but the money here is the ultimate struggle for Cloud9. You can see it's down very low in credits currently for the boys in blue on Cloud9. Showtime picks off Relics with a quick shot coming out from the operator, and all of a sudden we find ourselves right off the bat in a 5-on-4.
Looks like eUnited is feigning an A hit. They are moving back off of that. Now Midge is here towards the middle. He may get caught off though. Yep. eUnited doing a great job clearing out all these angles. And it's a 2v5 situation. Sunny and Leaf remain for C9 right now. They're well out of position to realistically get back into this round. But perhaps they can find a gun somewhere if they find a kill.
One enemy
As long as
remaining.
eUnited stay close to the site and together, there should be really no opportunity for Sunny to find anything at this point.
Spike planted.
But the Omen is here on the lurk actually towards spawn. That's easy. So this is really the only thing that could possibly happen in the round. Just kind of the one kill. But there's already 2 people here, and Easy greets Sunny with a well-placed headshot.
eUnited looking solid currently as they're up 5-2 over Cloud9.
You can watch this. The main stream is Nerdtree Gamers.
Into Midge's hands. Kind of taking that place as the jet for the team. Leaf has looked good, as has Sunny, all things considered. The rest of the team, though, seems to be struggling to just find what they need to kick things off. Could just be a bumpy start. There's always a possibility of a turnaround. It's still very early on in this map and also obviously in this series. Showtime again, positioned back mid with the operator, looking for a peek to come through from the market. Not gonna happen. It's Relics, who's currently on catwalk, having a vac moment there as the crosshair almost lines up with the Opera, who is deep on mid. Relics just starts to fire away towards Pat and ends up picking off Joseph. Not sure if he heard.
This is a nice setup from them. There's a triple.
Get up on the banister.
It's a triple cat setup.
To move in, and there's a good trade setup. So they hear the backpedaling from Relics going around the corner of the tree room. They think they can advance further, and Leaf is waiting just around the bend. So it's a nice setup that allows Cloud9 to find an early 2-player advantage.
Yeah, that's just a great setup from C9. Good game sense from Relics as well to enable that whole situation. The spam through the dark cover. But Easy, he slotted himself towards middle again. He's been the lurker for them in prior rounds. It hasn't found much success.
Oh wait, did it? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, did Dan see the barrel or something?
He needs to get activated here. And so he will actually flank. Oh, is there a timing here?
30 seconds
Oh, just then he's spotted. Right when he's rounding the corner.
Ooh, Dan.
Thank
you, Hydra Legion, for the sub.
1v4, he gets one. He needs to get an ace to win this round, and there's just no chance. They know exactly where he is. And Vice, we talked about him in the pregame. Cool, calm, collected, smart player. But he can hit some shots too with the swift deletion of the final member of eUnited.
Double op look coming in currently. They're tossing that one around all over the place. Interestingly enough, they're going to give it over to Leaf. Playing as Reyna, it's not something you see typically. The concern right now, eUnited has 5 ults online. You've got Bladestorm, Empress, Hunter's Fury, Neural Theft, Into the Shadows, everything available for them. On the other side, you do have Lockdown, you've got Into the Shadows as well. The Vice could potentially block them from gaining access to this A site. And this is typically a really good map for Killjoy mains. We'll see if that ends up working out for them or not. There's the spot on the turret as the Owl drone gets the information. Turn up, sending that Owl drone in for eUnited. Now, the drone's been taken down in the corner. That's the turret going out. Hunter's Fury being utilized here. There's the ult as well being popped. We talked about this before. The audio masking capability of Hunter's Fury to allow that player into that position and get past the enemy line. Here comes the defender Killjoy. The fear is this ult is huge. You literally have to run. This is why Killjoy's ult is so
Oh my god, wait.
this map. All they have to do
Oh, they're all detained. Oh no.
All 3 of them have been trapped.
Oh my god, they all got detained.
It's 3 kills coming in for Cloud9. It's masterfully set up by Cloud9 as Vice delivers with a
dude, they all just got
blow
executed.
despite being dead.
Not even.
Wow.
One of them
That was
on the
big.
United
That
side
was
should have
the
at least
ultimate
tried
that
to
you
like
needed to get
sacrifice
that
himself
one.
to break the
United,
ulti.
it felt like
They
they
all
had
got
such
detained
great
and it's just
control,
clean up.
But they just couldn't push forward. And the players that were there defending that Killjoy ultimate, I mean, they did a great job as well. They just made sure that they didn't die, and they also fought enough so that eUnited couldn't push forward.
I've actually never seen that many people detained in that close of like radius to the ult.
Nice way back into that round by C9. Huge props for that, because that was just very well played by every player involved on their end.
I mean, we said it, right? That ult, this map, it just works. whether it's the B site or the A site, there is insane preventative and retake measures possible with Killjoy's lockdown. And you saw what they had to do. If you look at the radius of it, it literally encapsulates
Tony
the
is
entire
Zeta, right?
inside.
Yeah, it is.
Wine
He is.
cellar, short, garden. You have two options. Push into spawn for attackers or defenders, or push down long A or short. You have to get so far away from the spike that they can literally just walk in and defuse. So your other option is to try and destroy it. And since they already used Hunter's Fury, which you could technically use to destroy it, they didn't really have an option other than to run at it because they don't really have another damage-dealing ult that would have been able to get in position like they needed. Here, they're going to try and lead in with the Lear, but Relics wisely steps inside.
Damn, Skylar just sent that through.
Survives, gets one kill before being taken out. 4 on 3.
Thank you, Ray. Too easy for the sub.
There's the lurk from Easy. It's had some troubles prior to this one, but he finally finds a frag with that. And he's out. He's all out of there. 4v2 situation. They do finally catch that lurk in Easy. But this is still a very
actually, I don't really know what role Zeta plays, but
actually, okay, wait.
I'm pretty sure it's probably more of like the support characters, like Breach and stuff.
Swiftness there.
I'm pretty sure.
Picks up the operator. Okay. Still giving this one a go. Oh, just can't hit that shot right there. The quick scope wasn't accurate enough, and Scourge takes him down. 6-4 scoreline. eUnited already have secured tying the half.
C9. You see a little flash. Unfortunately, it doesn't get followed up with much. Same thing that happened to them the first time. They won a round right after, and then right back to rounds for eUnited. Hopefully, they can interrupt that pattern here, as Scourge has really taken over and has Empress available as well currently. Scourge moving up.
Hey TENZ, I was just wondering, are you gonna main Yoru or stick with Jet? Thanks again, love.
I'll stick with Jet. I just kind of play Yoru right now because he's fun.
Does have the operator and is getting aggressive over in B main. I
don't know, you can get some cool clips with him. Oh my god, Mitch legged the guy in the back.
You now give Scourge a second opportunity as well. Now Leaf is around the corner. And that Lear was perfect, but no. Now, interestingly enough, Leaf does not decide to dismiss or self-heal off that first kill and try to escape. Ends up sticking around just a little while longer.
Yeah, Yoru for the content.
Like, yeah, that's okay. Not really of consequence to them. Couldn't tell if that was actually Relics or if that was the attacking side. But showtime there with a quick shot coming out from the op to drop Relics and bring things down to 2. Sunny, the player on B, and the man whose praises we were singing off that ult just a few moments ago. It's their Killjoy, Vice, over in the A site.
Yeah, Vice really has to do everything here.
No, I still have
both players
7 hours left to go.
It really has to be Vice coming
Almost 8.
They may not know where he is exactly. Some of these players are low. Oh, the lineup was there, but he
Any
just can't.
tips on playing?
Dude, he lit both of them to 1 HP.
I am always afraid to die for free when I
He's gonna have to go for the
play
save
ranked, but you recommend just limit testing constantly until you get better.
7-4.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did with any character really. When I was learning Jet, I would die so much from like aggro dashing, and I would like learn what I can and can't get away with, and then I kind of abuse it a bit. Same with like Yoru. When he first came out, my first like 4 games I played like dog shit, but then afterwards I started figuring out his skill a little bit more, and that was after my limit testing. But that's what I tend to do. I like to limit test first, and then
they take that initial main and mosey on back to A.
I don't know. You see what works, see what doesn't work.
So,
and then you just mix it up.
Yeah, credit to them. Just a well-played round, start to finish.
One thing of note, at least, this
last
is
round in the half.
So,
of course, I miss playing with them.
You know, credit where credit is due. eUnited is gonna look strong on the map that they selected. So it's not necessarily saying that Cloud9 is playing terribly, but they are playing on a map that their opponent selected. Now that said, this is a little bit of a bumpy first half, and again, Cloud9 has just made so many recent changes with the loss of Shinobi and TENZ that you'd think like it's not like CS where You lose a player, and for the most part, you can swap your roles pretty much the same. Like, you see the way it's shifted things, it's changed the dynamic. Typically, Mitch would be the player to be playing as a Killjoy, but now it's Vice, and Relix is playing as Omen, which I'm pretty sure was what Relix was mostly playing before. At times, you'd see him play Raze, but just like looking at how it changes things up, it's pretty interesting. Now here's Sunny with a quick retake, trying to get back in the site. It's not even really a retake. They never really fully surrendered control. Sunny with a nice flashpoint to get through dark cover and get into the site. It's 3-on-3, but they got to concern themselves with Empress being utilized by eUnited.
All 3 players are here for eUnited. They're stuck. There's a great crossfire to meet them. Good damage actually being dealt by Sunny there. Just some extra chip damage there. And eUnited, they're just holding on to this position. And this is, again, some great mid-rounding. It seems so simple, but look at what this is doing. When they're sitting still, Cloud9 have just swung off of Catwalk. They may eventually flank eUnited, but they, by doing nothing, have actually outplayed C9 here. This is actually crazy. I don't know what to entirely attribute this to, but C9 just weren't confident in that setup towards A. But Relix here, when you wait too long, there will be this flank. Although he does have to shoot a trap wire.
Skylar should try to get like a TV behind.
They have the bomb site now. Spike's going down in just a second. And this is a 3-on-3 post plan out of really nowhere, other than just waiting.
Yeah, that's a pretty open plant as well, so it gives them a lot of defensibility. Now that dark cover smoke fades over towards the door, Scourge is in a absolutely terrible spot. But if Scourge can get a kill, there's self-heal available, as is Dismiss. So there's opportunities for escape and preventative.
Oh, they had like a set retake. Do you see that?
He's got the line of sight currently held, but Relix reads that one like a book. Here comes the take, attempting to dive in is going to be Vice, as Killjoy coming out of A main is his supporting player, but going around that cyber cage is making things difficult here, as Relix realizes the cyber cage has faded. 8-4 will be your halftime score. Like you said, eUnited basically did nothing. It was mind games. They got into the heads of Cloud9, and to be honest, Cloud9 is a team who's currently a little bit scatterbrained because things are just all over the place as they're getting adjusted to what they call a new normal for this roster. So it was really well played by them.
Yeah, eUnited's mid-rounding is what definitely impressed me the most in this game. I feel like they won 2 important gun rounds by just the right reads. I mean, the first time around, they slowed the situation down. They went to the entirely other bomb site. And so then C9, the next time it happens, they think that they have to make a proactive play to get more information. Little do they know that everybody on eUnited just didn't move. And so, I mean, whoever
has to go.
And I wish I knew this, that who was in-game leading eUnited, because they are doing an excellent job right now.
When they have the best player on
making
their
this
team.
roster look
maybe
stronger than even
thank you, Sajad, for the $5. I also thank you, Kev D, for the 2 months.
Scourge and Showtime, but I feel like this team is playing above itself, actually, in terms of the individuals, with the way that it's being run. The structure and the way it's being called right now are, to me, what is really standing out.
Dude, that theory was like...
It should be Showtime, who's currently the
what
IGL
is
for that team. That's who it's been. I'm curious on the other side, who's calling the shots. It can't be Leaf or Sunny. That eliminates them. Maybe it's Relix. I don't think
he's
it
a
would be
frenzy?
Vice or
oh my god, he's like almost...
It's really
he's so
tough
close to like kissing him.
They did obviously recently bring in a new coach as well, and James IRL coming into the CS team. Maybe James is heavily involved. I really don't know to be certain. Here they try to make their way in. The tripwire gives away the position of Vice, who gets dropped with a nice little burst of the classic, playing on the other side of the smoke.
Also, I am on 144 Hz, and would you recommend switching to 240 Hz? I get 240 FPS. Thanks again.
If you have the money for it, then yeah, definitely. But it's not like an essential thing. So
take a seat, Mitch.
Like I think my performance with the 144 and the 240 are like almost basically the exact same.
The leer from him allows him to get up a little bit further. I mean, he survives way longer.
Thank you, Ginger Dwarf, for the sub.
All of the fire that was coming in his direction.
There's like
but Cloud9 pick up a must-win pistol to kick off.
If you saw like there's like
really get themselves back into the game.
Linus, I think Linus Tech Tips made the video.
For C9.
I don't know. It had him in it and it had Shroud, and it was like, does monitor hertz affect your like?
Yeah, we'll see on the eUnited side a very light
your gaming performance, and it was like so minimal for like the 144 to 240. But like the jump from 60 to 144 was insane.
Around for C9.
That was the look of Oding.
And right now,
They're on to me.
How have you,
C9 ISNT going to hire a hit on me now, or they?
I mean, that's pretty good. He's playing better than some players play with 10
yeah.
And
thank
I'm not
you,
talking about like dudes
Palma,
in
for the 4 months,
He's
and thank
better
you,
than some of the
Dodgered,
players
for the
today
2
have
dollars.
played. You know, I'm not going to say better than some of the players on his team because obviously that's very situational.
And thank you, Mishmash,
I'm not
for the
trying to
sub.
make that direct comparison. But players in a similar role as to what he's filling, it's
Oh my god.
pretty serviceable. And again, you can start to see
Bucky.
like, okay, maybe this isn't the most insane thing we've ever seen, bringing in a player. And now I'm curious to see how well would Sunny play with 20 ping. You know, how much better could this player potentially be? And if they're that nutty, how much better is Korea compared to North America when it comes to Valorant? We've seen in other esports scenes how the Korean scene is just light years ahead. Will that
thank
be
you,
the case
HK
for
Lee,
Valorant? I
for
guess
the
time
sub.
will tell,
And thank
as
you, Shadow
all the
Boy,
lights have been
for
on,
the sub.
the spotlight has been on for North America. and
Yeah, no, that
Europe.
angle with the
Not
jet,
so
Bucky,
much
is,
for the extended
that's rough.
regions like
Thank you,
Southeast
Kenzuk,
Asia
also for the sub.
and the like. Here on the retake, Easy trying to get in with just a pistol. Has to be careful. There's targets right around the corner, but with 30 seconds left, they desperately need to get on site to try and plant the spike. That's a big pickup, but they really need to turn up to do more from inside Boathouse. They needed a follow-up kill there, and it doesn't happen as Sunny dives in.
Also, thank you,
with
Jolts, for the 3
That
months.
fast fire rate is just too much. It's overwhelming.
And thank you.
for
Oh,
a player holding a pistol.
I'm getting really
Dark
behind
cover
on the
will come in
alerts.
towards the one side of Boathouse and a cloud burst on
thank
the
you,
other. That gives them cover to sneak into the site.
Maxi,
But
the
they're
winner, for
taking
the
a
sub. Thank
close-range
you,
battle again against
Volume,
Stickers. It's like the worst
for the
possible
sub.
place
Thank you,
to find
HK Lee,
yourself
for the
in.
gifted, and
Good
thank you, Jolts, for the
SMG
3
work
months.
from Showtime to pick off Sunny, but now it's down to 2, and they just spotted Showtime on site, trying to sneak their way in. Vice is playing this one smart, just tucked in the corner. Still, it comes
And thank
down
you,
to
Lottie,
1,
for the
so
sub,
that's a
and
bloody round.
Isis
That
for the
cost
sub.
Cloud9 quite a bit of money,
Or Asus,
but they
sorry.
pick up the win regardless. Now I'll bounce your question back to you. How do you feel Sunny is performing?
I think he's doing his role just fine.
And thank you, CSK Meek, for the gifted sub.
Been slightly, I'll say I've been slightly underwhelmed by Mitch. I thought Mitch was gonna step up this game. And
Dude, I started off by
kind of
saying like
hasn't
the
delivered that for
Aya.
me. Not that I think he's doing that badly. I mean, 7.
I saw the AY and then my brain immediately went to
I
Aya.
picked him to be one of the heavy hitters for the C9 team once TENZ leaves, and it's not happening just yet. That being said, it's the first time this 5 is playing as a unit in an official match, so he has time to recover. But
Thank you, Colin, for the
see
sub.
what Cloud9 have in store for us here. They are going for slightly more standard default than what we were seeing from eUnited, just kind of pressuring 2 sides of the map at once, and they are going to be going for some mid control next, it looks like. So this is really going to keep eUnited honest.
There's other things to think about too. Like, think about all the teams that Cloud9 has played over the last couple of months. This roster would not be one of them necessarily. So, like, their level of experience against one another is minimal. So eUnited has surprise factor. You know, they've definitely got a little bit of a leg up in that scenario, but the same could be said for Cloud9, considering no one thought they would bring in a player with 200 ping from Korea. And Leaf is playing. So, like, what preparation you could have done to prepare yourself for Cloud9 might not necessarily apply. We'll see as they go for yet another Killjoy ult, but it's a fake. This is, again, another value of Killjoy on this map, so they use it to try to get into the A site, actually. So I love this move from Cloud9. They actually do detain a player over on B, but they exploit an over-rotation that comes out. Unfortunately, the spike gets dropped before the door goes down, so that's still coming in here.
Second round, a new
For the likes of
Oh my god.
United, but this is a masterful pinch, and it puts all the pressure on Joseph, who had already found one through the door.
Thank you, HK Lee, for the $25. Thanks, bro. Is the force buying singer suspect around the new meta? Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it looks like when
It
C9
is
are
so
on the
strong
back foot,
because
as United
this is
was
what
dictating
happens.
the pace
You force
in the
buy second
previous
round,
half,
after
they had
losing
a lot of
pistol,
trouble
you win the
winning
round, you break their
against
money.
United,
You
but,
lose the
I mean,
round,
C9
you force buy
is
again, and then they
dictating
still
it
have
now.
shitty guns, so
They're
you still have a
looking
chance of
great.
winning the
That
round.
was a
And if you lose
very
that round,
well
guess what?
executed
You have a
round
full
start
buy.
to finish.
So you don't
Actually
really
was
need to
really
like
impressed with how that
save.
one played up. So,
And it
that's
feels
one to
so
look
much
back at
rewarding
if
to
anybody
like
really wants
either
to
grab the round off
study
of
the
them
movements of
right
C9,
away, or to
because I feel like that
to
was
break
just
their money right away after winning pistol.
Yeah, it looks like C9 going for a slightly similar default. They want to just pressure the extremities a little bit more to begin with before they commit anywhere. That's always a good idea. You always want to keep the defense honest. You don't want to let them just slot a player on one side of the map. Oh, but Showtime missing out on getting Leaf, and Leaf has been Mr. Consistent in the duels for me. He's been really winning some fights. He's 50-50s in such a way that it's made C9's job a lot easier. And all in all, it looks like C9 they're just beginning
you
to
find
tear
anything on your
eUnited
permanent
apart
TENZ?
in this round.
As of right now,
Wasn't necessarily supposed to be a United round. They were
potentially.
with a few
I mean, I'm
sheriffs,
just too lazy to change my TENZ now.
but at the
Hello.
same time,
Hi,
it's
Chorus.
going to even up the scoreline.
eUnited's
I'm not playing because I
impressive
stepped
start
down
has
from the
been
team.
wiped away as we're back at potential even scoreline following the outcome of this round. I mean, you've still got Scourge, who's just been dirty. A quick shot on the Sheriff, and you can see exactly what we're talking about. Had a chance as well.
Oh my god.
Oh. Follow up onto Leaf. This is insane shooting coming out from Reina for eUnited. Easy's on the flank, might be able to pick up a kill on the exit.
Oh my god, he's gonna get both.
As they're going to be running right at him. So there's the first. Pistol comes out. Dink shots. Lets the spike do the damage instead, and will probably be able to get back and scoop up a weapon. That's actually massive play coming out from Easy in a lost round.
What do cool guys do when there's an explosion near them?
They run
turn
away.
their-
Oh no, I'm gonna be
Turn
knocked
back
out
to
after
it.
the stream,
Easy
of
actually
does
course.
that.
They walk away.
Yeah,
They
they
walk
did.
away while, you know, there's like a cigar in their mouth or something. Now, I don't think there's cigars in this game just yet, but I mean, that was the closest thing we're going to get to that.
Yeah, but even scoreline here, 8-8.
Thank
And
you.
it looks like C9 are actually changing
Show
up their
one
approach.
E3
They're
for the
looking like
sub.
It's going to be maybe some mid presence early on, but mostly a B main take. And there we go. All right, it looks like this is going to be the full side exec coming out, but Scourge is there to greet them. One kill for him already. He's able to destroy the Lear, but he's not
Oh my
able to
God.
get anything else. Turn up through the wall though, gets some damage done, and Easy picks up 2.
Oh
eUnited
my.
making quick work
Wait,
of this
were
round,
were
and
eUnited
that was
3
looking
stacked
pretty
B that
difficult for
round?
them to handle, but they just hit their shots any
I have to go to the washroom
opportunity
so
they
bad.
had.
I've been drinking so much water.
That was so insanely
Okay, I'll be
fast,
right back.
The way that broke
Tell me
down.
if anything nuts
Like,
happens.
that round just happened so quick. Cloud9 tries to go for an explode onto the B site, but one of the biggest pieces was Turnip's kill. Even though Turnip is at the bottom of the scoreboard right now, 11 and 12 and 4 is Sova. The kill through the wall to take out Mitch while Bladestorm was active, that was massive. You know, that definitely changes the pace of that round and the way things can play out, because you lose that damage dealing capability. So huge moves there, despite the fact that it seems small on paper, it's not. Easy has the flash lined up. Again, that flash is as wide as a school bus. And that thing is just going to blow through B main. And there's the peek, take out the turret. There's one more who picked up the orb, and you know it. Easy 1-2 punch. Well set up by eUnited.
Yeah, good stuff from them. Now, this is where things get difficult. These C9 mid rounds have looked good, but they've generally had man advantages or a lot of space, and we can see Joseph calls out the lurk on Leaf. It's just Sunny and Mitch that remain.
Oh my
This is not getting any easier.
When he gets back, pretend like something nuts happened.
Showtime spotted out. Sunny at this point tries to go for the timing shot. He's looking like a flawless. Well, Sunny does respond with one. We'll see what he can get done with the operator here. Finally has some room to work with
What happened?
in a high pressure situation such as this, but actually eUnited, they're all here at this point. This is going to be so hard for them.
What happened?
There we go. Easy takes him down. 10-8. eUnited have regained their footing in this game, and they've won 2 in a row.
Yeah, eUnited back in the driver's seat again. And Cloud9's money, not so pretty. Credits certainly there for one
Alright,
or two
Fenzix.
players, but not enough to even fully buy. They're just going to try and scrape together.
Thank you, the boy Pit, for the $3.
Kind of looks like they might want to force, but decisions being made.
Oh, when he
The
gets back,
beauty of
pretends like
this
something
game,
does
honestly,
happen. Oh,
being able
okay.
to buy and then sell, that is so awesome. The amount of times you'll miss buy in like a game like Counter-Strike and be like, well, I guess I'm just stuck with this one because I've got fat fingers and I pushed the wrong button. I love that that's an option. I also love that it allows you to basically see, hey, what's our buy going to look like? If we all
Thank you,
just
MCs, for the sub.
get an idea of what that might actually look like. It may not necessarily apply so much at a pro level, but it applies at an amateur level for sure. It makes the playing experience so much better for all of us who are on the outskirts looking in at the pro scene. Joseph on Cat spots that cloud burst coming in. Does send some bullets flying on the other side of it. Doesn't necessarily connect with too much, but now more damage being dealt to Mitch, who's sitting at just above half HP, probably right around 65 health. So good damage early on. Now, remember, last time they did this, it was a fake. They faked the play on the other side of the map. Now, you hear the ult going off. Again, Killjoy's ult loud enough to cancel out the audio cue that comes from Relix. So Relix is able to use Into the Shadows to get behind enemy lines. Now Mitch is lurking up catwalk. This is the opposite of what they did last time.
Yeah, that was nicely run.
They went for a B fake with an A take. And they lurked up mid. This time they lurked up A. They actually executed on B. And it worked out really well for them. So good utilization yet again from Vice's ult, who is currently sitting at the top of the scoreboard, 15, 15, and 5. We talked about him coming into this game. Not necessarily a player who's going to drive crazy stat numbers, but a reliable performer. So even though the rest of the team is struggling, he's still hitting his mark.
Yeah. You've been highlighting it all day, the fact that these Omens are just jumping in from the shadows with their ultimate during the Hunter's Fury. It finally pays off, and that's great to see. Or not, sorry, not with the Hunter's Fury.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. The eye didn't go far enough.
Well executed play from C9,
or it like went too short or something. I don't know. Thank you, Stutter Lad, for the sub.
And now 5v4 situation. C9 don't have much ground to work with just yet. They at least have a player in B main, in Vice. All in all, this is a great setup from eUnited.
They still wake, dude. I have no clue.
On that B main lurk actually picks off Scourge. That is the equalizer that C9 needed, and it's out of nowhere, as a matter of fact. And look at how the rotations have been pulled at this point. eUnited has moved several players over to this B site now. Oh, but it seems like C9 might just want to go there as well. Yeah, 50 seconds left. The options are still open for C9, but they are posturing for some sort of
tips for shooting moving targets. You don't necessarily have to track them for the entire time. Maybe put your crosshair into advance where you think they're gonna run, and then kind of play like a reaction time game when their body enters your crosshair. I'd say that could help a lot. Thank you, Kyle, for the $5.
7 seconds, and C9 they're showing their hand just a bit, but it's another ruse. Wow.
Yeah, another attempt to get across the map. Rotational ability is available if you have mid control. You need it. You can't rotate if you don't have mid control. It takes way too long on this map. These late executes.
Oh my god, wait, that's so ulti.
We've seen teams who go to these late executes pretty regularly, one of them being 100 Bs. We've seen that time and time again, as well as T1.
Oh my god, he got 2 with it, no.
A double on the Hunter's Fury, though, it makes the retake a whole lot easier. Relix is trying to get in the boathouse. Shrouded step to escape the incoming threat. First shot is right on the money. A smoke coming down as well. There's Cloudburst on top. He's got to go for the peak as the spike is being stuck, and it's going to be defused. Can't do anything about it. On the other side of the box. Great shooting from Relix, at least, to make the round cost a lot. Grabs an up out of it.
What time is it for you right now? 2:36 p.m. Thank you, Shadow Boys, for the 100 bits, and thank you, Velocity, for the sub.
Those are very impactful kills, though, that he gets at the end. This puts them in a great situation to potentially break the money on the side of eUnited, and they just have to win this one. It's a big just, though. Just winning against eUnited seems like something that has been difficult for C9. But again, I love the mid-rounding from C9. I've got to say, if that Hunter's Fury didn't come out from Turnup, that was looking like a round victory for them. But Turnup using that perfectly.
Are we going to get a Coach TENZ one day for C9?
No, I'll definitely never.
I mean, he's not at the top of the scoreboard by
I'll never be a coach.
The kills he's getting and finding are really helping United break.
Or wait, are you talking about like Coach Myth, like similar to what he does?
Looks like C9 are interested in going for
I think yeah, Aljing for the $2.
They're really taking their time with it. They have the Lurk and Vice still, who's retaining some positional control. And he might actually catch Showtime out. There is an opportunity for that. But the A-hit will come out. Trapwires are going to slow them down a little bit. But full control of the site is now taken by C9. And Vice on that Lurk, it does pay off for them. Felt like he had that angle, and he did on Showtime. Now it's a 5v4.
They're playing a lot more lurky now.
For United to get back into. They have the Empress, but will they even decide to use it is the question.
Leaf just waiting right here.
Thank you, High
for them
Voltage
to
33 for the sub.
cascade out the top. It's
Oh,
going
his
to
chat
be a
is broken? What the
waterfall
hell?
retake as all players coming in from the same location, all coming from up top. Turnip will get the first one. Relics with an immediate response. Easy chiming in as well as the volley goes back and forth and brings us down to a 2-on-2. Horns locked right now on the exchange, but it's going to be eUnited who, at least for the time being, retain control. And Easy comes in with a quick execution on device. And enough time left on the spike as well, about 3 seconds left. Yeah, there you go. 3-2-7 as eUnited secures
is
round
chat just
12
broken,
and
Cardi?
looks to pick up a big match point win over Cloud9 Blue.
That looked like such a tough retake.
I can't see anybody.
4v5, they all have to come out of heaven, but they make it happen. eUnited. Now on map point here. This is their pick. Let's not forget, but C9 looked in control of this half for a while, and eUnited has bounced back. They've done such a great job.
Wait, I know there's a way to refresh chat.
But it can't be used in conjunction with the lockdown from Vice.
Yeah, I refreshed the chat. Maybe that will help.
It looks like it's just going to be
thank you, Holy Geode, for the sub.
There are 3 players from eUnited here to greet
I
them.
can see you, Kaide. But I can't see anybody else.
Vice moving in. Shots coming out, but as of yet, really difficult fight for eUnited.
Oh, maybe. Who knows?
Flashes proved to be very powerful.
Thank Aljink for another $2.
Now they're working their way into the site, and somehow Mitch had his back turned, didn't realize that Easy came through. That was a bit interesting to say the least, but it doesn't really matter in the end, as Mitch is the only one that dies. I'm not sure if he thought that was his teammate, because from my perspective, it even got confusing, because I'm like, okay.
I don't see anybody except subs right now.
What is going on? Showtime backing off with the operator. It's an understandable position to find yourself in. Way too much value in what's currently in hand. And here's the thing. If Showtime survives, Showtime can actually throw that op to somebody else and go with the ult. So they can have full weapon buy. Sure, you want Jet to have the op. You want Showtime to have it.
No, I can see I can see the subs kind of, but it's not showing up
on one person.
The normal chat's weird.
Yeah, I agree. There are some options for eUnited in the upcoming round. We'll see what they opt for. But a good hit from C9. That was chaotic, to say the least, towards B. There was so much utility all over the place. It felt like there were a lot of 50-50s that could have gone either way, but C9, they just were slightly more in control of the situation. They were the one dictating what was actually being thrown out for the most part. And the counter utility didn't help eUnited just enough. And so, it looks like Showtime is keeping the operator, and the rest of his team is mostly going to be going for a half buy.
Okay, I have no idea what's happening in chat.
I agree, Bach, that I think that giving the operator up and using the knives yourself is probably a better distribution of your firepower. But
just for the sub.
He's feeling himself. Can't really blame him. But I like
drinking.
More,
I'm drinking boba right now.
Myself. So.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting to say the least. You would expect that maybe they'd want to do that. It just makes sense.
No, credit.
Right?
I can't. I actually can't put it from some mode off
at the same
and
point
on.
in time, maybe somebody else
you have to do it.
is comfortable with an op. So there's obviously alternative storylines that we don't have.
Thank you, Sambino, for the sub.
As things tick closer and closer to round 24, Cloud9 continues.
And thank you, Dipsmat, for the 100 bits. What aim string do you suggest? EM, and I recommend the precision modes and aim levels.
Now they've managed to get their ring finger and middle finger on. They're starting to get a grip. The question is whether or not eUnited is just going to walk over and step on the fingers that are clasping on. Here comes the attempted push. Relics has already made it into the market. The dash in, not going to concern himself with that, but Scorch doesn't really stand a chance as there's targets around the corner, and Sunny just walks right in. Now Leaf inside the smoke, able to take down another on the round. Dismissed to get it to a better position.
Oh my god, he just dodged
and
two.
Again, Showtime finds themselves in a scenario where a stave should be the thing of choice, but
he dodged two flashbang, or dodged two op shots.
To pick it up. Mitch is going to get close. I think Mitch grabbed it.
Yeah, I think he could have got it if he wanted it. They had enough money either way.
I think you Shadow Boys for the 100 bits. What is your favorite anime TENZ? Hunter x Hunter.
That's a bit of an error on Showtime's part. He doesn't now have enough money for that operator himself. He has to go for the Phantom here. Would have been
Still
great
has the ult, though.
Yeah, that can't be forgotten. And this is a great scoreboard for this game. I mean, it feels like we're getting contributions from every player. There's no super hard carry for either team in my eyes. And all in all, this is feeling like a super balanced matchup, and it's what you want to see from a team like eUnited, just putting up a fight against, you know, the org name value
you did
is there for C9, but
they did like an aggressive play towards A.
Yet played together in an official. This is their first. And so opening pick, though, goes the way of C9. Showtime falls immediately in this round.
Big round coming out right now. Cloud9 trying to take map 1 into overtime. Leaf, just shoot. Just randomly pull the trigger. It's okay.
Yeah.
Cloud9. They've fought so hard. Yeah, they fought so hard. Yeah, right. They fought so hard to get to this point. We'll see if they can keep it moving again as we come into round 24. Good damage being dealt thus far to the Cloud9 members. You can see their killjoys pretty low on HP. The attempted push. Mitch, the first one to find bloodshed on the site, but it's
oh my
stacking
god,
up in
no!
favor of eUnited. Everything falling
Wait,
apart
Skyler can
in this
win.
final round. It's all up to Relics, who's 360ing back and forth now. A quick shot coming out onto Joseph while checking both sides, and a fake TP as well. I love that move. They might now second guess where he's coming from, but both players huddled up in Boathouse. There's still another shrouded step. Dark cover as well is available. The door is going to get opened, actually. The spike's going to get picked up.
10 seconds left.
Looking to find a kill here. Has to move in fast. And it's
No.
impossible. eUnited hang on to find victory in map number 1 over Cloud9, 13-11.
Oh wait, now I can see non-subs.
Yeah, really hard fought game there.
Okay.
By